So what we have been discussing here is the Fisher Space Pen. This is more of a reaction to SciMan'Dan's video that he put out on us regarding the Fisher Space Pen. According to SciMan'Dan and his subscribers, they're finding other sites that are showing this space pen to write a straight line for 12,500 feet. I'm going to read to you exactly what the Wikipedia article said when we put the video up. And then I'm going to read what one of their subscribers put up. So the first thing I'd like to do is read what we put up. It goes as follows. The ballpoint is made from tungsten carbide and is precisely fitted in order to avoid leaks. A sliding float separates the ink from the pressurized gas. The thixotropic viscoelastic ink in the hermetically sealed and pressurized reservoir is able to write for 3 times longer than the standard ballpoint pen. The pen can write at altitudes up to 12,500 feet, that's 3,800 meters. The ink is forced out by compressed nitrogen at a pressure of nearly 45 psi or 310 kilopascals. Operating temperatures range from -30 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit or -34 to 121 degrees centigrade. The pen can write without the help of gravity at any angle. The pen has an estimated shelf life of 100 years. Now, in that Wikipedia article, we do not see anything that has to do with a pen writing a straight line for 12,500 feet. So we're going to read from an article on Fisher Space Pens what they have to say, and it is under Our Products. Fisher Space Pens are built for more than just outer space. The fact is, due to the patented sealed and pressurized ink cartridge, they will write in just about any condition and on almost any surface. Underwater or over grease, extreme temperatures, -30 to +250 Fahrenheit or -35 to +121 centigrade. Upside down or floating in the gravity-free zone. It doesn't matter, our pens will perform. Our sealed and pressurized ink cartridges last 3 times as longer than the average pen with an estimated 100 years shelf life. As an added bonus, we have a vast selection of over 85 eye-catching designs and styles. Once again, we see nothing in these articles that state that this pen can write a straight line for 12,500 feet. One last article I'd like to read. This is from Wikipedia. The Fisher Space Pen, also known as the Zero Gravity Pen, marketed by Fisher Space Pen Company, is a pen that uses pressurized ink cartridges and is able to write in zero gravity, underwater, over wet and greasy paper, at any angle, and in a wide range of temperatures. That's the Wikipedia article. Now, it's interesting that the first Wikipedia article that we took from Wikipedia and posted in our video, something has changed. So now in this article, the temperatures have been removed. Now in our article, the one that we put up, all of that information is there, but we still do not find that 12,500 foot line that this pen is able to write. Now, let's go over to what one of SciMan'Dan's subscribers, who calls himself G-Grill2088, had to say. He said, 1. The space pens were used inside of the pressurized hulls of the CM and LM at 4.7 psi. 2. No astronaut took the pen out onto the lunar surface that anyone is aware of. 3. Here's a quote from the company. You might want to reread this over or have someone else help you with the text since you seem to think it means something different. However, the product literature states that the pen will write exactly 30.7 miles, 49.4 kilometers. In contrast, the standard PR pressurized refill cartridge is rated to write over 12,000 feet or 3,700 meters. That doesn't mean the pen stops working at 30.7 miles in altitude, LOL. That means that you can write a solid continuing line for over 30 miles.
LOL, too funny.
So now the pen will write exactly 30.7 miles. This pen is going to write a straight line for 30.7 miles, according to G. Gorell 2088. The whole point is why are they arguing? Why are his subscribers arguing how long a straight line that this pen could write? That has nothing to do with this video. Not one single thing. This is what I can't understand about SciMan'Dan, is what's the argument whether the pen can write 30.7, 30.4 miles in a straight line compared to what it can or cannot write upside down once that ink cartridge has been vacated of the nitrogen gas. It doesn't matter how long the line is that it can write till it runs out of ink. The problem here is that when we put it in our vacuum chamber and left it in there for 24 hours, when I took it out, the ink was bubbled up around the ballpoint. The nitrogen gas may have been depleted, but it still wrote.
That's right, but it needs the pressure to continuously write upside down. That's the purpose of it being pressurized, to keep the ink up against the ball.
Here's what's happening. I sent a Fisher Space Pen to Bill Demos in Greece. So when he gets some time, he's going to put this pen into his vacuum chamber. And we're going to pull this down to torr 10 to the minus 3. And then we're going to pull it down to torr 10 to the minus 4. And we're going to see where this pen starts to really leak out of that ballpoint. Because that's the weakest place in that pen. It bubbled up around the ballpoint when we did it. Now imagine what's going to happen if this pen is subjected to an environment of torr 10 to the minus 11 as would be found on the moon. Now, we've shown in our video the astronaut actually at the base of the ladder writing with this pen. And we've also shown what he has written. It's in the cue card.
But the biggest thing people need to understand, once the nitrogen gas, which is pushing it against the ball, that's why it would work upside down. As soon as you exceed 12,500 feet, as stated by Fisher Space Pen, the nitrogen gas is going to leak out. It doesn't mean that the ink won't still write as a pen. You could write everywhere you want, but you wouldn't be able to write upside down for very long. It's just going to run out of ink. The ink's going to fall away from the ball and it's going to quit writing. And the fact of the matter is Fisher Space Pen has altered the documentation on their own website to cover their ass. They edit it out. He picks it up. He comes and attacks us. He makes his subscribers look like fools because his subscribers don't watch our videos. He never sent a link to his subscribers so that they could see the entire video of ours. I even suggested to the subscribers that they come and take a look at this video, and they refused to do so. And then he turned around and he attacked his own subscribers to get them to come over and make them look like fools.